So I believe this is an Irish production and it's about two young women, friends and roommates. And they're kind of busy living sort of a party lifestyle. They basically go out every night. And I just assumed that's what the title refers to, them being party animals. But then it just hit me that there was actually another reference to animals toward the end there. And I'm not entirely sure what to make of that, but it does probably have something to do with the title. The movie also keeps cutting to this city fox roaming around alleyways, which definitely plays into it. And the more I keep thinking about it, the more important I believe that part is. But anyway, the story mainly follows one of these women, and she's an aspiring writer. Or struggling writer, I should say, because she's been at it for quite a while. But not much is happening, and that's more or less at the heart of the story here. Her personal struggles and about being torn between partying and chasing her dreams. Work and play, finding a balance, and finding a path in life in general too. But it's also about her friendship with her roommate, her love life and other relationships too. Even her family plays a role in this, especially her sister has a bit of a bigger role. But yeah, on the surface, this just looked like some sort of, well, a fun movie. Nothing too serious, however, that turns out to be a little bit deceptive. Because while there definitely is a lot of partying in this, I wouldn't call most of it fun necessarily. The partying is definitely not glorified either, it's shown more as a, well, something that's becoming a bit more tragic actually, the older these two get. And as a whole I would say that this is actually, all things considered, a pretty toned down movie as well. Kinda slow paced and surprisingly mellow in a lot of ways, just way less in your face than it could have been. It's also a lot more contemplative than I expected too, with a lot more depth to it. And it has a lot more layers than it lets on at first, and it focuses a lot on, I don't know, the inner workings of the main character, on what's going on inside her head. And her emotional life too, and you can really feel her struggles and what she's going through. Which is something I did not see coming, but something I very much appreciated. I also have to say that overall I really enjoyed the story here. Although in the second half toward the end there was a chunk where the movie kinda meanders a bit too much. And it definitely could have been tighter, but for the most part the pacing was good. And the movie was engaging and gripping enough to keep me interested. The writing for the characters probably had a lot to do with that as well. I also don't have any real issues with the filmmaking in this in general either. Visually it feels like a pretty standard indie movie, but by no means a bad one. And I like the performances here quite a bit, especially the main two. Those two, Alia Shawkat and Holiday Granger, did a really good job here. I enjoyed both of their performances individually, but together they worked probably even better. So the casting here was pretty much spot on and they completely sold me. As far as them being best friends for about a decade goes, I definitely bought it. And yeah, I just ended up liking this quite a bit, even though it turned out to be a lot different than what I'd expected. However, would I recommend this? Yeah, why not? If you're a fan of smaller indie dramas, maybe give this one a look. Or you could not do that. After all, I'm not your dad. But hey, what are your thoughts on this? Have you seen it? Did you like it? Let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe give it a thumbs up or sub to the channel, because that would be fantastic. And if you'd like, you can also support me on Patreon or PayPal through the links in the description. And as always, I appreciate you and thanks for watching.